One of the things that was very important about the show Soap, I believe, was that it was written by a woman. And she was producer and wrote every single week and rewrote and rewrote. She was totally dedicated to the show. And the two most important characters to her were the sisters, were the women in the show. I think she loved all of the characters, but in her mind, the universe revolved around these two women and having children and having husbands and having problems in life and growing up and becoming more adult. And because the character of Jessica was so complicated and that it was very important that she not seem a stupid woman, that she was a woman of worth ultimately, and that the character was going to be able to grow into that. And when serious things came into the life of Jessica, that there was the ability for dramatic acting, and that was possible for the actor. I was told that they read about 200 women for my part. And then, because my agent was managed to push me forward, and the casting director said, well, let her come in and read anyway, I realized that I had to do a very good job, and I had to bring in a character already formed in my mind, knowing that if I were off track, that I would tell them in the very beginning. I said, I have a notion of how the character can be played. However, once I get through these scenes and you feel that I have gone off track, if you will tell me what I missed or what point of view you would like the character to go toward, you can tell me and I'll redo and reread for you. And they just kind of stared at me, said, well, let's see what you've thought to do. Let's start with that. And I don't know if they had ever, if the actresses were off of what they were looking for, if they had ever gone back, or if any actor had said, if I'm on the wrong track, push me in another direction. But they did know that I had worked in the theater for many years and played different characters. So I started reading, and I did all the scenes straight through, and not a smile or a laugh from anybody. So I thought, oh dear, I guess I am on the wrong page here. And then Susan had said to me with a very straight face, that was very funny. And so I thought, well, at least I did my job. At least I knew that even though I had been set in under duress, that I had done a decent job in my reading. And I had come with a character that they could actually look at and decide. And the most delightful part was getting the part right away. And then after that, I went to read and taped with other actresses to play my sister. And we all even went to New York to tape and read there. And Susan, I think, decided to pick another actress that was completely the opposite of me in tone and character and looks, because she thought the contrast was quite funny. And it's true in many families. You see 2 or 3 or 4 kids, and you can't believe they all came from the same parents. They're so different. And I think she thought that was very funny to see 2 girls come out of the same family and be so different from each other. And I know in my mother's family, all the girls had different color hair, different color eyes, and different personalities. So that was something kind of fun for me